Let's talk about something we don't talk about enough: touch. Not the kind that might cost you something, but the kind that heals. In a world that's loud with hate and starved for connection, touch, love's quiet cousin, still speaks volumes. We know that God used physical touch to heal in Scripture. Just one example, this is Mark chapter 1, verse 40 and 41 of the NIV says, "A man with leprosy came to him and begged him on his knees, 'If you are willing, you can make me clean.' Jesus was indignant. He reached out his hand and touched the man. 'I am willing,' he said. 'Be clean.' Immediately the leprosy left him and he was cleansed. Over the last few years, we've lost the sense of physical touch. A simple, warm embrace, a hand on the shoulder. We have gotten lost in self, lack of compassion or empathy for others. We are turning into a society fearful of people. But God had no desire for us to be on an island alone. It's why in Mark he touched the man and he became cleaned. Touch shows intimacy, empathy, and compassion. I believe it is why the world today seems like it has gone off the rails. We don't want to be near others, let alone touch each other. Most people, just a simple hug could change the trajectory of their day. A friendly smile that shows "I see you" could save a life. Touch is not just physical, it's spiritual. When Jesus healed, he touched. That wasn't by accident. We are talking about love, hate, and the power of touch. We just talked briefly about the power of touch. Let's examine a small piece of what we call hate. We have to understand that hate can starve us of the power to love and to be healed by touch. Why? Because hate is the modern fear of intimacy that is fueled by trauma, mistrust, and division. Then we have to deal with how social media makes hate louder and love quieter. Let's take a moment and dig just a little bit. When we look at trauma, we have to understand that past pain equals your present walls. What do I mean? When you think about childhood neglect, betrayal, or abusive relationships, these situations cause people to fear closeness. Many now associate vulnerability with pain, so they self-protect by staying emotionally distant. We know when we hear people say things like, "I don't need anyone," they really mean, "I'm scared of being hurt again." Sometimes it's not that you don't want love, it's that love hurt you before. But healing is real, and you are still worthy of healthy connections. More important, you need them. Everyone's guard is up. Now, today when we see it, it looks like social media's cancel culture, cheating culture, ghosting, and betrayal. All that stuff make it harder to trust anyone. People assume hidden agendas in kindness or believe affection always has strings attached. Even romantic relationships start with disclaimers. Let's not catch feelings. Everyone says they want real, but nobody wants to go first. Trust is risky, but so is isolation. Lastly, let's look at division. Society feels more divided than ever, politically and racially. Now, what was my personal truth and my personal opinion has turned into an attack on others. People are withdrawing from one another over personal and cultural views. We can no longer have empathy and affection for one another because that has been replaced with suspicion and or silence. We have lost the ability to do what works for us and our family, to going along with the program of the masses. We won't survive this madness. We are not robots. We are humans. For now, just remember, love can't flow where fear has fenced off the heart and you can't feel touched by others. When you shut every door. In closing, how do we fight back? For starters, our hearts need to be healed. Let's look at a couple of ways to do that. One way is through faith. Let God restore trust in others and in ourselves. We need to understand through all these things that have occurred in our life and society, we don't even trust ourselves. Two, we need to unpack past wounds with wisdom through therapy or spiritual guidance. And last but certainly not least, small connections, a hug, a hand on the back, a smile that says, I see you, or even a real, how are you? They all matter. We have no idea how just these seemingly small gestures have the power to change someone's day or even their life. We can spend some time digging a little deeper on another episode. But for now, stay lifted, stay lovely, and stay lit.